Now for the Duel games, shock absorbers.
I'd rather not.
Avoid the amps and don't let yourself get shocked by the electricity flowing between them.
Jeez.
Whoever lasts longest wins.
Okay.
So you just move around, you got amps bouncing off of the walls, and also they generate electricity between them. They'll flash when they're about to do an electric bolt.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta watch out for that and not get shocked. You start out with just the one thing in the center, and then a bunch pop up, and they bounce around. And they bounce sort of randomly-ish. No, it's okay. It is very procedural how they bounce, now that I'm looking at it.
It's just like there's a lot of things they can bounce on.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. Over time, more will show up. And, yeah, you can, I'm not sure if you noticed there, they will, like, additional ones will pop out of the ground. I have never actually managed to get to the timer running out on this one.
Jeez. Yeah, it
because,
seems,
like, even, like, doing two top-level computer players, they do not make it to the end.
Yeah.
Countdown pound. Do a ground pound. Stop the timer as close to 0 as you can. Whoever stops closest to 0 wins. So this is another game of chicken, kind of. Except this time you have to do a ground pound on the button, and a ground pound takes time to perform.
And
so you've got to...
You're able to, fake out.
Yeah, you're able to fake out your opponent by just jumping and not ground pounding to make them think that you're about to go, and then they go, but then you can go afterwards, so...
And there's also all the steam,
And if the timer actually runs out, then you lose. Otherwise, it's whoever managed to hit it
draw.
Closest to 0.
Unless you're both losers.
And yeah, if you're both losers, then it's a draw. Whomp Maze. This one is...
It's another maze?
Very... Like, there's a luck element to this one, kind of. Find your way to the goal, but don't forget about the whomps hiding beneath the floor.
What?
So, it's just move. If you get close to a whomp, it will spring up, avoid their hiding places, and make a clean run to the goal. So, this is a hidden maze. Like a maze of invisible walls, kind of.
And the invisible walls will stun you if you touch them.
Yes.
Okay.
So, it starts out, it doesn't, like, show you at all what the maze is going to be. It just, you know, pops out. Those are all the places where walls can be.
It's like an 8-bit display.
Yep, and as you see, as you, when you get near one of them, it will pop up, and then you'll, see that there's the wall there, and if you touch it, you get stunned. And so you need to work your way out through the maze. And then at the end, it shows you what the full maze was. So sometimes there are, like, multiple paths that you can go through, like, up and down. Other times there's only one path that actually makes it through. So there's a lot of different possible ways that the maze can go. And of course, if time runs out and nobody's reached the goal, then it's a draw. Guy Showdown. You got guns, and it's Showdown.
Yay, gun! Wait.
Press the button on the sign that the Shy Guy holds up. Whoever presses the correct button first wins.
Thank you, Shy Guys, for being the person who holds signs that have controller icons.
But he might hold up a fake sign, so don't let him fool you.
What if you shoot him?
You can't aim. You only have one button. Well, you can only push buttons. Directions don't do anything.
I suppose you only have one bullet.
So he holds up the sign, and sometimes it doesn't have a button on it, it can just be like, no. And then sometimes it'll have a letter for a button, and you push that button, and then you fire the gun, and whoever pushed it first fired first, and they're the quick draw winner.
Is that like a paintball gun?
Yes, they're like ink ball, and so you can hold up like different signs, like exclamation and M, that's not a button, it could just be
blank.
That's not even a sign. And if you push the wrong button, Right, regardless of anything, if you push the wrong, if you ever push a button that isn't what he is currently showing, whether it's, you know, a fake sign or a real sign that you just got wrong, you will lose as the gun will backfire on you. If nobody fires for a couple of seconds while he's holding up the real sign, the timer will pop up, and then eventually...
I can't shoot my brother!
Button mashers.
They just...
This is a game of button mashing.
Really?
Don't let the blocks crush you. Repeatedly press each button shown on each block to keep from being crushed. So, it's not just mash A, it's mash whatever buttons it shows with an increasing number of buttons to mash over as it goes on.
Oh, that's going to destroy controllers.
A bit. So this one, the difficulty of it is entirely based on which buttons it shows and what kind of hand, like,
you're holding,
twisting you need to do to be able to tap them.
It's like Twister for your hand, except button mashing.
So yeah, it could be any of the... yeah. It could be A, B, X, Y, L, and R. You know, it can go pretty tall.
Or not.
So yeah, mashing the shoulder buttons is hard.
Yeah, those have a bit of give.
Get a rope.
Wait.
Just get a rope.
There's implications there.
Select a rope. The results are completely random.
Fuck off!
I hate this one because the duels are the primary way to operate in story mode.
Yeah.
And so here's one that is literally 100% intentionally designed random. So you get a rope, and one player gets to pick first. If it's like in the partier story, it's like whoever initiated the duel gets to pick first.
Okay.
And the other person picks from what's left. And they both pull the rope, and then, oh look, Luigi got more confetti, so that was the better result.
What?
And sometimes, instead, someone can get a weight dropped on them.
Just
and
get
that's
murdered.
the worst.